everyone, today I'm going to talk about Article 370 of our Constitution. Yes, Article 370 that was abrogated on 5th of August 2019. So today we are going to know about what is this Article 370 and when was it adopted and when was it abrogated and what are the consequences of this article, abrogation of this Article 370. Let us go back and in 1949. So this Article 370 and Article 35A was inserted in our Constitution on 17th of October 1949. So when this particular article was inserted in our Constitution, there was a term that it is only for temporary and it can be seized, that it can be cancelled or stopped on the advice of the President of the country, of India. So that was not permanent. Okay, so there were always chances for amendment, that means for any kind of change or maybe the cancellation of this Article 370. Now, what is this Article 370? According to Article 370, Jammu and Kashmir can have their own constitution. So, like unlike other states in our country, we do not have any different constitution. We follow the same, our own holy Indian constitution. But Jammu and Kashmir from 1949 or 17th of October, they were being segregated from our constitution and they were given the chance to make their own constitution. And they were following their own constitution. Not only that, they were also having their own flag. Like unlike us, we have our own national flag, but they were having a separate flag of their own state. Then the third thing is, no other state person, like say if I am from any other state, we can actually go on to any, we can settle down in any other states, we can get a government job in any other states, right? But in Jammu and Kashmir, it was not allowed. That means no outsider. Outsider means any other member from any other state of our country can go there, get a government job. First. Number two, no one can buy property in Jammu and Kashmir under Article 335A. Article 35A doesn't, according to this article, it doesn't permit any outsider to buy any property in Jammu and Kashmir. The third thing is, you cannot go and continue any kind of educational qualification in Jammu and Kashmir. That means no outsiders are always barred in Jammu and Kashmir, according to Article 370 and 35A. So in nutshell, Article 370 means Jammu and Kashmir will have their own constitution, then their own flag, and no outsiders allowed. Never not nutshell. Now, what was the role of central government at that time when this article was prevalent? At the time, the union government or the central government has only say on three things. That is on defense or on external affairs and the communication. That means the central government cannot intervene in any of the stately affairs of Jammu and Kashmir, except if it is an external affair, or except it is about defense, or except it is about any communication. Apart from that, the central government had no say. So after this was going on, so the central government was losing any control of any sort of control in Jammu and Kashmir. So in 2019, our ruling government at the time, they saw the downfall of Jammu and Kashmir during that time, that it was impossible to rectify. So they found out finally a very tiny and silly loophole in the constitution. The loophole was where the word says it is temporary and it can be seized, then it can be stopped. That means Article 370 can be seized or stopped or can be abolished. So finally, they in 2019, at the time in Jammu and Kashmir, there was no state rule. It was actually getting controlled by the state, by the central government. So central government at the time, with the help of the parliament, with the help of the parliament head or president, they passed a bill and they actually abrogated the Article 370 and 35A. Well, there were so many saying that, in fact, not only saying, we have proofs about it, that on July 19, so our government, what they have done, they have actually almost more than 10,000, they have launched 10,000 or more than 10,000 militaries and armies in Jammu and Kashmir. when it was asked to the ruling government that what was the reason, suddenly you have dropped so many militaries and armies in Jammu and Kashmir on July 19th. What was the reason? It was said by the ruling government that there are some threats from the neighboring countries to protect Jammu and Kashmir, so we need to take that step. But later it was disclosed that it was not the reason. It was just to control the riots or any mob attack that was going to happen as a repercussion of the abrogation of Article 370. So it was a very smart move though. And when this article was abrogated, our government knew that there will be lots of consequences. So what they have done, they have actually house arrested all the ruling members or the party members of Jammu and Kashmir at the time. Not only that, even the people, the citizens of Jammu and Kashmir were not allowed to come out of the house because to maintain peace and harmony in the place. Because lots of people will be trying to instigate some kind of mob riot or some kind of fight. So they wanted things to the ship to be very smooth and without any disturbance. So that is what the certain steps were necessary, and they have taken it. Now, after the abrogation, what has happened? After the abrogation of Article 370, so now we are allowed to get a government job in Kashmir. That means if I want, or anyone, from any state, want to go and approach and want to apply for any government job in Kashmir, you can do that. Now, Jammu and Kashmir, they don't have any different constitution. They are following our constitution, and they do not have any separate flag now. So they are also celebrating. They will be celebrating our own Independence Day with the same flag. And then we are also allowed to buy property in Jammu and Kashmir. So these are the three advantages that we have. Now, what are the more after this 2019 when we have started this kind of cultural exchange, then education qualification of a person can be pursued from Jammu and Kashmir, that the trading got improved. Now after that, many big companies they have been allowed in Jammu and Kashmir. They settled over there. They make big companies, and they got job opportunities for the people of Jammu and Kashmir. So many things, and there was the new culture of trades, then economic development, and the reduction of this mob violence. Because now the youngsters are engaged in lots of jobs. They have a different mindset now. It is improving. See, I'm not telling that everything will be in a snap. Everything will change, but it will 1949 to 2019. So, but this entire change will take some time. It will be slow, but it will. There will be a revolution where there will be a day where there won't be any riot or any fight. Even eventually, the fights are actually reduced after this abrogation. Although more, because youngsters are now busy. They have something better to think in their life. They have jobs. They have education. They have universities. So they have trading. So they can actually excel themselves now. Now, when this article 370 and 35A have been abrogated, so many companies went there and started working. So what else has happened? Now the people, they have started learning that so many things have changed. But there is also one thing that has happened. That is, like all other states of our country, Jammu and Kashmir did not get the standard of a state. Okay, it is directly ruled by the central government. So what do we actually say when state is directly ruled by the central government? That is a UT, Union Territories. So Jammu and Kashmir got the name of a union territory. That means it's not considered as a state, but a little bit lesser because they do not have their own government. It will be directly controlled by the central government. So it is considered as a union territory. Not only that, even Ladakh was also considered as a union territory. After 5th of August 2019, these two states have been considered as union territories. So I hope that Kashmir will grow along with like how the other states are growing, and of course there will be a day where we will all would like to go and explore Kashmir without any fear. Like when the fear and the hesitation are actually reducing among the citizens of our country. So with this wonderful note, I would like to wind up for the day, and thank you for listening to me, and stay safe and keep learning. Thank you.